How you
What's
doing, man?
happening?
God be the glory in all things, brother.
That's
I know
right.
that's real.
That's
I know
right.
that's real.
So,
Amen, bro.
what happened?
For real.
So let me ask you a question, man. Let me ask you some
Yeah,
questions. In this beautiful thing we call hip hop,
right.
how you get started?
When
You
I get
hear me?
started,
How you get started?
how did you said you asked me when I get started or how did I
How?
get started?
How and when?
Oh well, how I got started was I always have to tell everybody about this story because this is how I got started. My cousin Shabu, I don't know if y'all familiar with Shabu.
I know Shabu.
Yeah, he's like a street dude. You know, he's kind of hard. He's like the black sheep out of the family. You know what I'm saying? So he actually has the gift to rap. Like he's a freestyler. You know what I'm saying?
My dad, I
And
didn't know.
yeah,
I know that.
the type of energy, that he bring, and the type of flow that he bring, it it just inspired me because I wasn't the type that want to rap. You know what I'm saying? I was just a regular, your ordinary good dude. I just fell a victim of the streets. But I used to see my cousin, and he got that gift. That was his thing, and he began rapping, and I'd be like, "Oh, he did it so well. It made me want to do it too." You know what I'm saying? He
Right.
inspired me to it. So I was like, man, I gotta learn how to get this rap thing down. So whenever my cousin busts a rhyme, I want to be able to bust a rhyme too. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So
Understandable.
that's how the passion for rap began for me because
Okay.
of my cousin Shabu. I wanted to do it because he made it look so good. So I began to train myself on how to do it while taking pointers from him and others at the same time.
Right.
And
Gotcha.
when I really took rapping serious, I was in prison. I had went to prison and I was doing a 1 to 6. And I began to teach myself how to write in there because I was trying to write bars and I didn't know how to write bars. So I was asking some of my fellow inmates that can rap. I was like, yo, how you write the bars? I really wanted to learn how to do this.
Right.
And they was telling me and showing me what to do. And it was a hard process, man. It was hard, brother. I'm telling you, it was hard to learn how to write a 16 bars and write a chorus and to write a song. But my first song that I wrote behind prison walls, man, I brought it back out and I did it, performed it for the people down there, the inmates,
Right.
and they loved it, man. It was mind blowing. They loved it, and that encouraged me to keep going. That was just street rap though. That's before I began to do gospel rap.
Right.
You understand?
Gotcha.
Right.
I'm giving you the beginning on how it started.
Yeah. We want that story.
Yeah.
We want that story.
That's how it started for me.
So you said you was doing street rap before.
Right.
You still got the confidence, and you learned when you was doing the street rap. And then tell me about your transition from the secular to the gospel.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, I was in the streets rapping and I tell everybody this testimony right here because this testimony is what caused me to change my life. One day I was in the room, one night I was in the room in my mama's house over there on the mill farm. And I stayed up all night sniffing cocaine and drinking beer and drinking liquor. And I was getting high. I mean, I had powder, marijuana, I had crack, I had some of everything. And I was just getting high all night long. And I remember walking down the streets and this church door was open. And I could hear like beautiful noise coming out of the church. So I walked in the church and I sat beside the pastor. They were sitting down like in this little hallway part of the church. So I sat beside the pastor and I put my arms around her. I had a champagne glass in my hand. I was still high and everything walking in the church, brother.
Oh wow.
Real. And I went in there. I ain't mean no harm.
Right.
I was high and I sat down, put my arm around the pastor. I was talking to the pastor, you know what I'm saying? Just talking. I forget what we was talking about, but I guess somebody saw the devil in me and they called the police on me. So as I was sitting there talking to the pastor, you know, not thinking about nothing, not thinking to harm nobody or nothing, somebody called the police and then the police came. I looked, I was like, man, there was the police at the door and they was like, Edwin, what you doing in here? They was like, you know, you don't supposed to be in here like that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, what you mean? I ain't bothering nobody, I ain't hurting nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they was like, you got to come on out. They was like, come on out. You got to come on out. As I began to walk towards them, I thought about it. Man, I got dope in my pocket. And I know if I go, once I get outside, the police gonna do what? They gonna search.
Yeah, that's another charge.
they gonna search me, and that's another charge. So soon as my feet hit the top of them steps, what I did, I
Turn
struck
around.
out I struck out running, right? I ran until I got the drugs off of me. I ran until I was able to throw the drugs off of me. And then when I kept running some more to get away from the drugs. So when I got away from the drugs, then I just gave up, you know what I'm saying? Gave in. And even when I gave in, they put the handcuffs on me, man. And I was threatening them. I had caught a threaten to kill a police officer charge and all, man.
Wow.
And yeah, I was actually fighting the police from the time they put me in the car. When they took me to the holding cell in the county jail, I was fighting the police. I woke up with so many charges in the county jail. I was like, man, when I woke up, I said, I can't believe I let the devil trick me. I can't believe I let the devil trick me like that. I woke up, I had a threat to kill a police officer charge, all kind of charges. A whole bunch. I'm already a felon. Keep in mind, I'm already a felon. You know what I'm saying? Just not too long coming from prison. So that was the last time I went to jail. I was in jail, and that's when I finally realized. That's when I really saw that God was touching me. God was showing me what He had for me.
Yeah, He had His hands on you.
Yeah, so God began to speak. God began to speak to me, and I saw. He said, "Elwin." He dropped it in my vision like plain as day. He said, "Elwin, you can either go back out and you can die in your sins, and you can end up dead, or you can end up back in jail, or you can come with me, and I'm gonna give you that life that you know that you want to live. I'm gonna make you that person that you know that you should be." And He just dropped that into my vision. So I went to church one Sunday in jail, and the lady was up there preaching, and she made an altar call. She said, "Will there be one person in here that want to give their life to God?" And I stood up, me and another guy. We both stood up with tears in our eyes. We was crying. And I walked up there, he walked up there, and we gave our life to God in the county jail down here in Bennisville.
Oh,
and
wow.
when I left church that day in jail, man, I felt so good when I went back to my cell. I just held tight to my Bible, and I began to read my Bible, and then I began to write songs. This right here is to answer your question.
Right.
I began to write songs because you got to look now. I still had that street mentality. I'm just getting saved. I'm a babe in Christ.
Right.
Yeah.
My transition just began. You know what I'm saying? So I still got the passion for writing music. I was writing music while I was writing street raps.
Right.
The devil would give me a hot song, then God would give me a nice gospel song. So it was like they was playing tug of war. God was pulling on me. The devil was trying to snatch me back. The devil would give me a song. God would give me a song. So I'm going back and forth. I'm writing street rap. I'm writing gospel music. Now I'm in the place like, man, which one you gonna do? You gotta do something. You gotta pick one. You can't serve both masters. You know what I'm saying? You can't serve God and the devil. You can't serve God and money. So I chose the road. I chose to ride with God, man. And it wasn't an easy transition, man. Like because your mind, the state of mind I was in, man, it was messed up. Like I wanted to be a thug. So I had to transition into gospel rap to learn how to write words without cursing and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It was a tough transition. But through Christ, I pulled it off. I began writing music, gospel music, in the county jail. When I left out, I had said in my mind, I told them inmates, and I said, when I get out of here, I said, I'm going to do it big. My music is going to take off. And they was like, I hear you. But I saw a dude that was in there with me when I was locked up that time. And we talked about this moment that I'm telling you. He was like, Elwin, you remember you said that you was going to do what you're doing now? I said, yeah, I told you that. He said, man, you came a long way and you weren't lying either. You actually doing that. Right. Now my is around the world, bro. Everywhere.
That's what's up.
Orders everywhere.
Man, this.
That's crazy.
Major transition.
Yeah.
I just asked JAD because I know we all know each other.
Yeah.
How did it feel when you wrote? Because you already told me how it felt when you wrote your street rhyme and you performed it. You know what I'm saying? When you was in lockup.
Yeah.
How did it feel when you wrote your bars in gospel rap and you performed your gospel song, your rap song, basically your ministry, right?
Yeah.
For the masses, from pen to pad to recording studio to when you first did your record in gospel music. How did that feel?
Man, it feel amazing. It was totally another level because, like you said, I went from performing in jail to being free again. Not only doing recording music in the studio, man, I'm performing in front of crowds of people, hundreds and hundreds of people now.
Right.
I do this for real now. I mean, I'm not just your ordinary local rapper, brother. I be getting opportunities everywhere. I travel and I go to perform different places everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So it was like a dream come true for me. The feeling, man, it's amazing. I'm still witnessing right now. Right. I got bookings as we speak right now to go different places, man, to go perform. Only thing that's really slowing that stuff down now is because of the COVID-19.
Right.
But yeah, like right now, I'm actually living it right now. But to answer your question, man, the feeling, I'm still feeling it right now, brother. It's amazing. It's a humbling feeling, but you can't help but to be excited about Jesus, man, because what Jesus did for me. Man, listen, man, when I first started my first CD cover, right? I remember making my first CD cover with just a notebook paper, writing down my track list with a pen and paper, and just a CD. I cut the piece of paper out in the square, like the size of a CD cover right here, and I'll put like the insert. But as you can see now, I don't have to do that. I have my stuff official now. I have real artwork, real CD covers. My music is on Apple stores, iTunes, it's everywhere. It's mind blowing, brother. I'm telling you, it's mind blowing.
Well, I want to hop in here right quick. I want to hop in here right quick and tell you, I definitely appreciate your testimony. Like what you're saying, and you know what I'm saying, in such a short time, like what you just said is realer than like some of those street dudes and the stuff that they put out. So how do you feel? Do like street artists look at you as different since you're a Christian artist, or it's the same, it's received the same?
Man, to be honest with you, man, I get the utmost respect from street dudes because I know a lot of street rappers, man. I know a lot of gangsters. I know a lot of thugs. I know a lot of drug dealers. I know a lot of people that's still in the streets right now really living it, man. And when I go around, see, I don't stay away from the hood. I go to the hood. I go back to the hood to witness. And I don't go back to the hood to judge. And when I go back to the hood, I don't say, well, you know you don't should be out here. No, I go out and I post up on the block with them. And I just sit there and let them feel the presence of the Lord on me and let them know that I'm here for them. But to answer your question, brother, man, I have nothing bad to say about them brothers. They give me the utmost respect, man. And they do. They really do, man. And I just try to put out there my music to let them know that I've been there. I've been on the street selling crack, man. I've been out there. I know how it feels to sell so much of crack, and then you don't know, you can't go to sleep at night because you're worried about did somebody set you up? You stressed out. I was stressed out.
Or somebody robbing you. Or somebody robbing you.
Yeah, or somebody robbing you. I know what it feels like to be picked up by the police, hit with 6 distribution of crack cocaine. I know how it feel like to be sent to prison. Man, I know how I was really out there. I seen it all. I was in the drug buses. That's why I don't judge. But to answer your question, man, them guys show me much respect, man. And they receive my music. They receive it because they know I'm telling the truth. They was out there with me. They saw that my testimony is real. So how could they not receive what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. Is it anybody in gospel right now that you working with or that you want to work with in the future?
I have a few collaborations that I'm working with now. They're females. a few guys, but they are locally. They are locally. I want to work with a lot of people, man, but it's hard. It's hard to find people that actually really serious about living for God, brother.
Yeah, that's the truth.
No, hey, cause I'm telling you, man, cause I'm telling you, people will give you an opportunity to do a song with them, but once they hear what you were spitting, hey, I done had people that just throw that song away.
Oh,
once they hear, once they hear what I was spitting, brother, they was like, I'm waiting on them to be like, yo, let's go do this. Let's make it happen. But they never respond back because I know I was spitting the truth and I know it was fire, but it it was gonna outweigh the whole song. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah.
So do you consider yourself a Christian that rap or a Christian rapper?
I consider myself a disciple of Jesus Christ, man. And I don't just consider myself as a rapper, brother, period. To be honest with you, I wouldn't even want nobody to refer to me as a rapper because I'm a man of God, right?
Yep. And
I'm a licensed minister. I'm a preacher.
That's what's up.
I'm a preacher that just so happened to rap, right? So
yeah.
and you know what I mean? That's where I look at it, man, because I ain't want nobody to try to throw me in a box like I'm a rapper because I don't want you to roll up on me and say spit something. If you roll up on me and tell me to spit something, brother, I might spit something for you, but it's gonna be something that I wrote, and it's gonna be something about the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Giving God, that's what it's all about for me. Giving God the glory.
I know that's right.
You know, you took me back a little bit because when I used to rhyme, cats always, you rap, spit something. You know what I mean? Barbershops, hey, spit something. I understand exactly what you mean by that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I know what that feel like, for real. Yeah. How many albums have you put out?
12, man. I put out 12. I put out 12 albums. I'm on my number 13. I'm about to drop a new one. I already got the artwork did and everything. I'm about to drop that. I just dropped the new one a couple weeks ago.
I saw on social media that you dropped another one. I saw you shaking hands because you've been an ordained minister. What exact month did that happen? Because I know that was last year.
That was in day. I want to say it. I can't even remember the date right now. It's on my certificate at the house. I can't even remember the date, brother.
Right. I saw you in your robe and everything. I was like, look at Edwin.
It was last year. Sometime. Yeah. I didn't want to call dating to be the wrong thing. So I
understand that. Yeah. But man, you know, like I told you, man, you know, we know each other. We from the same, you know what I'm saying? We basically from the same part of town. You know what I mean? And just watching your growth. You know what I mean? Because I remember when you were little. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna talk to you like you little because you made the growth.
Right.
Like you are now. A lot of people don't know how to do that. And what I mean by that is like, it's just something about people that think that you're supposed to always be what you were when you were smaller or younger or whatever.
Exactly.
You was gonna be like, let's say for example, and I want to keep it, you know what I'm saying, keep it as relatable as possible. Let's say your first job, you know what I'm saying, a person's first job, it was a store clerk, you know, or they work at McDonald's or fast food. I'll just say fast food. They're like when they see you 30 years later or something, you're supposed to still be working there. And they're the only ones that grow. You know what I mean? You're supposed to stay here at McDonald's working fast food as a clerk or a cashier.
Right.
But they're the only ones can grow. And when they see your difference, they don't know how to handle it.
Right.
Some people act like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna put everybody.
Yeah, you're right.
And see, I remember you was little because I'm older than you, of course. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You made that growth.
Yeah.
I see you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I'll say this, y'all. You didn't see me, but I saw you in Bennettsville. And I was like, Chess boy, you ain't hear a word. And I was
really?
But you was way off. You was in a parking lot.
Oh.
It was many feet away.
Oh.
And I was like, it's too far for me to jog to you, and you was already in the car. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was over there by Bennettsville, over there by like near that shopping center by Balo, with the old Balo. Yeah. It was over there. You know what I mean?
Oh.
That's been a minute though. But man, y'all, I appreciate you for oh, gotta ask you this. Your top 5 rappers, hip hop. It can be secular if that's what you choose to go to. It can be gospel if that's where you choose to go.
My top 5. It's got to be rap, hip hop.
You know, for you it don't. For you it don't.
Yeah, because it ain't too many people I can look up to that's really in hip hop now because my eyes are wide open, man.
Right.
But I don't take nothing away from hip hop because I'm always inspired by hip hop. I mean, looking at Jay-Z and all them, man, that used to inspire me to want to hit the stage and do what I do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But today, I would say my top 5. I would have to put myself as number 1.
Okay.
And then I would say Lecrae.
Okay.
Who else? Could I add in Deitrick Haddon?
Yeah, I know Deitrick. Yeah.
I would say Deitrick because anytime I feel like I'm struggling in my walk with God, that's who I go look at. Deitrick. Right. Yeah. And could I put in Kirk Franklin?
You can put in Kirk Franklin.
Because Kirk Franklin do hip hop too.
Right.
And he kicked the dough in and made it happen for all of us.
Indeed, I understand what you mean. I remember it.
In the gospel world.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah, one more.
One more. I got one more. Is it one more?
Yeah, one more.
Who you gonna throw out there? Kanye?
I give it you know what? I'm gonna give it to Kanye. Hey, you know what? You know why? You know why I'm gonna give it to Kanye? Because
why is that?
A lot of people doubt Kanye, but I know how it feels to be in a position to where you was once that person. Like Kanye Kanye's a known secular music artist. Right. He's known for music in the world, and people don't want to accept Kanye from trying to find Jesus. They don't want to believe him. Yeah. That's the same thing what you just got through saying. A person grows, but nobody want to accept their growth. Ain't that what you just got through talking about, brother?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why I received Kanye, because we all fall short, brother. And I can't knock that man because he chose to follow Jesus. I'm glad he chose to follow Jesus. Right. That don't mean that he's gonna start out knowing everything because he's Kanye West. Now he's a babe. He's a babe in Christ. He got to start all over. This is a new walk for him. So he might not make all the correct moves. He's still learning, just like we all are still learning.
Right.
But I'm gonna give this to Kanye West because I want him to succeed in following Jesus. I want him to be encouraged, man, that he got people that's still looking up to him, that's believing in him to do what's right instead of doing what the world want him to do. So yeah, I put Kanye West in my top 5.
That's
absolutely.
What's up.
That's what's up, man. Yo, really, really appreciate you joining us, man. You know what I mean? Really appreciate the interview.
It's a blessing, man. Hey, can I say one last thing?
Go ahead, bro.
All glory be to God.
That's what's
up. Hallelujah.
I know that's right.
Boy, you got to say it. You know what I'm saying? It's not my tag. That's your tag. Church boy, you know what I'm saying? What is it? Church boy in the building.
Church boy in the building.
Let's see.
Glory to God.
Word. Thank you, man. Thank you for your time, bro.
Good luck to you, brother. Do your thing. Looking forward to hearing your music.
Bless you, bro.